Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm Abby.
Yes, what is up, YouTube? I am Evelyn, and today we're going to be talking about tighter financial conditions. To sum it up, tighter financial conditions typically happen when borrowing money becomes more difficult or more expensive. Think about it like when interest rates go up, making loans pricier for people and businesses.
And central banks like the Federal Reserve here in the US often do this intentionally to control inflation. That's when prices for everyday things like food, gas, and rent start rising too quickly. When inflation gets out of control, it can really hurt people's buying power.
Yes, and when interest rates increase, borrowing costs more. So if you want to get a loan for a new car or a new house, you will probably unfortunately face higher monthly payments.
And because loans become more expensive, people tend to spend less. They might hold on to their money instead of splurging, which means fewer people are out shopping, dining out, or making big purchases. This decrease in spending can slow down the economy overall.
And when consumers spend less, businesses notice the effects too. They might see fewer customers and as a result delay expanding their stores, hiring new employees, or investing in new projects, kind of like a ripple effect.
So, tighter financial conditions are a way for the government or central banks to cool down an overheated economy and keep inflation in check.
And if conditions stay tight for too long, the economy could slow down too much, leading to a recession, and that's when economic activity shrinks and unemployment rises.
Yep, to prevent that, central banks can loosen things up again by lowering interest rates or providing support to banks and markets.
So basically, tight financial conditions means borrowing costs more. And they often happen when interest rates are raised to fight inflation, but if those conditions last too long, they can slow down the economy too much, leading to a recession and higher unemployment as we previously stated.
Understanding this helps us see how decisions made by policymakers affect everyday life, like the price of a new phone or whether someone can afford to buy a house.
It's kind of hard to truly understand a topic when it's just being told to you, so we're going to provide some examples that will apply to everyday life to help you actually build an understanding on financial conditions.
For example, the gas prices here in California. When I first started driving in 2024, gas prices were about $4.70 per gallon. To fill my tank, it was about $70. Now I pay about $5.90 per gallon, which on average is about 80 bucks every time I need to fill my tank from empty to full. To me, that's just insane.
That is crazy how in just 2 years the gas price difference is like 18 bucks. I also have an example though. Me and my family try to get groceries once every 2 to 3 weeks, and we typically spend around $400 just on the essentials. But I remember being a kid and I can vividly look back on my dad complaining about spending just $200 to $300 on groceries, which right now that'd be considered relatively cheap.
For our last example, I wanted to mention one more thing that will probably relate to your everyday life. Have you ever been shopping and noticed the quality of regular things like clothes, skincare, and shoes have been deteriorating? This is called shrinkflation, meaning that companies are using cheaper materials to make products but charging an even higher price. This already puts more stress on people with the current economic crisis.
That is so sad.
Those were just 3 examples of how lately the financial conditions all over have just been worsened. I'm sure you can think of many more that relate to your everyday life as well.
I think that concludes our educational video though. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And smash that notification button.
Till next time, ladies and germs.